Welcome to the Good Leadership Podcast, where we engage with esteemed thought leaders and explore research-backed strategies and techniques that empower leaders at every level to achieve meaningful results that drive lasting change. Welcome to this episode of the Good Leadership Podcast. I'm your host, Charles Good. Here's a surprising insight. The smartest people often struggle the most with adaptability. Why? The same intelligence that helps them solve complex problems can make it harder to embrace new perspectives. Think about it. When was the last time you admitted you were wrong? It's not easy, but thriving today isn't about having all the answers. It's about having the courage to question them. In this episode, we're going to explore a powerful truth that success isn't about thinking faster, but rethinking faster. Learning agility, the ability to adapt, learn, and thrive in new situations, is an essential skill that all leaders need to have in a world defined by rapid change and uncertainty. We'll uncover why letting go of outdated beliefs can be your greatest strengths, and how leaders like Satya Nadella and Serena Williams excel at rethinking. We'll also cover practical strategies to help you adapt, grow, and thrive in any environment. So let's dive in. First, what is learning agility? It's often described as the ability to know what to do when you don't know what to do. It's more than just learning. It's about taking lessons from past experiences and applying them in unfamiliar, challenging, and ever-changing situations. According to Korn Ferry and its research, learning agility is one of the strongest predictors of leadership success, surpassing even traditional metrics like intelligence and experience. Why? Because in today's unpredictable world, the ability to adapt and evolve is far more critical than relying on static knowledge or past accomplishments. Agile learners exhibit three key traits. First, they're seekers of newness. These individuals thrive in ambiguity, embrace new challenges, and seek innovative solutions rather than relying on the comfort of the familiar. Second, they're empathetic connectors. They anticipate and appreciate different perspectives, build bridges between differing viewpoints, and resolve conflicts effectively, enabling collaboration even in the most complex environments. And third, they're self aware reflectors. Agile learners actively seek feedback, recognize their strengths and weaknesses, and continuously work on personal growth. However, Agile learners are not just valuable for their adaptability, they are drivers of innovation, problem solving, and efficiency within organizations. They turn uncertainty into opportunities, ensuring that businesses don't survive, they thrive. Research by Korn Ferry underscores the stakes. Companies led by highly agile executives experience 25% higher profit margins and are 5 times more likely to have engaged employees. So, once again, this isn't just about surviving change, it's about leveraging it to greater success. Now, we're going to go through the dimensions of learning agility. Each dimension plays a unique role in equipping leaders to navigate complexity, adapt to change, and drive success. So let's unpack each dimension. First is mental agility, which is the ability to make sense of the complex and ambiguous situations we all face. It's about critical thinking, creative problem solving, and questioning established norms to uncover innovative solutions. This dimension emphasizes intellectual curiosity and flexibility, allowing agile learners to approach problems from multiple perspectives and synthesize diverse information. Because agile leaders, they just don't seek answers. They explore the why behind the challenges and imagine new possibilities. This skill is particularly valuable in environments where traditional methods no longer suffice, enabling leaders to navigate uncertainty with clarity and confidence. The second dimension is people agility, which revolves around the ability to connect with and work effectively alongside individuals with diverse perspectives. It requires empathy, strong communication skills, and a collaborative mindset. Leaders with people agility excel in fostering trust, anticipating conflicts, and finding common ground, even in highly charged situations. They understand success is often rooted in relationships, and they are adept at leveraging diverse viewpoints in creating innovative solutions. This dimension ensures that leaders can build bridges across teams and cultures, driving that collective success. The next dimension is change agility. This dimension focuses on the willingness to embrace uncertainty, take risks, and experiment with new approaches. Agile learners view change not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth and innovation. This dimension is about being comfortable venturing into the unknown, trying unconventional methods, and pivoting when necessary. Leaders with change agility don't just resist transformation, they actually lead it. And then they also create environments that encourage experimentation and see setbacks as stepping stones for greater success. The fourth dimension is results agility, and this is the ability to achieve high performance even in first time or challenging situations. It's a combination, really, of resilience, resourcefulness, and a results oriented mindset. Agile learners focus on outcomes without being rigid in their approach. They use insights from past experiences to navigate ambiguity and adapt their methods to deliver results in new contexts. This dimension equips leaders to maintain their composure and effectiveness under pressure. The fifth and final dimension is self awareness, which serves as a foundation for all the other dimensions of learning agility. It involves recognizing your strengths, acknowledging areas of improvement, and understanding the impact of your actions on others. Leaders with self awareness are usually introspective, they seek feedback, and they use it as a tool for growth. They balance confidence in their abilities with the humility to recognize their limitations. And this dimension fosters intentional growth, ensuring that leaders can align their personal development with their broader goals. Together, these dimensions create a comprehensive framework for learning agility. They enable leaders to navigate complexity, build meaningful connections, embrace transformation, deliver results, and grow through self awareness. Mastering these dimensions is key to thriving in today's fast changing world. Now that we've explored what learning agility entails, let's dive into practical strategies for building and enhancing this critical skill. First, be a seeker. Actively pursue new experiences. Agile learners thrive on newness, seeking opportunities that challenge their assumptions and push them beyond their comfort zones. By exposing yourself to unfamiliar situations, you cultivate adaptability and broaden your perspective. Why does this matter? Well, because exposure to diverse experiences builds resilience and the ability to transfer knowledge across contexts. It also develops flexibility needed to approach challenges from multiple angles. So, what are some small steps you can use to get started? One, volunteer for a task or project in an area where you lack expertise, such as leading a meeting or participating in a cross functional team. Shadow a colleague in a different department to understand their workflow or challenges, or commit to learning a new skill unrelated to your current role, such as maybe coding, graphic design, or public speaking, and explore how it changes your perspective. Challenge yourself to ask in every project, what have I never tried before? Let's look at some examples of some famous leaders who exhibit this. Sarah Blakely embraced her lack of experience in fashion and manufacturing, asking countless questions and experimenting with unconventional methods to innovate the shapewear industry. Elon Musk entered industries like space travel and electric vehicles with no prior background, using first principles thinking to disrupt entire sectors. Second strategy, hone your sense making and master the art of finding meaning. Sense making is the ability to analyze complex information, synthesize insights, and create actionable strategies. It's a critical skill for breaking down ambiguity and navigating challenging situations. Why does this matter? Well, in today's fast paced environment, leaders must quickly interpret data, anticipate patterns, and guide their teams with clarities. Some small steps to get started. After a meeting or a project, take 5 minutes to jot down the main takeaways and assess how they connect to broader goals. Use probing questions like why not, and what if to explore challenges from different angles. Create a habit of pausing during high stress situations to assess the bigger picture before taking action. And regularly expose yourself to diverse viewpoints by engaging with thought leaders in other fields through books, podcasts, or interviews. Nelson Mandela did this, and his ability to empathize with opposing viewpoints helped him reframe challenges and unite a divided South Africa during its transition from apartheid. The next strategy involves internalizing lessons learned. Make sure you reflect and build from that feedback. Reflection transforms experiences into actionable insights, enabling continuous growth. Agile learners take time to process what they've learned and adjust their approach based on that feedback. and it improves self awareness. Self reflection helps you identify patterns and ensures that every experience contributes to personal and professional development. What are some small steps to get started? Well, first, conduct a 15-minute after action review after each major project or challenge. Ask yourself what went well, what could you have done better, and what will you do differently next time? You can also keep a journal or document lessons learned from successes and failures. Actively seek feedback from colleagues or mentors, asking them, what's the one thing I could improve upon? And focus on the listening part without getting defensive. You can also use mind maps to visualize key takeaways and connect them to future goals. Oprah's commitment to feedback and adapting her strategies enabled her to remain relevant and impactful across decades of media evolution. The next strategy: adapt and apply by using past insights to tackle new challenges. Agile learners excel at connecting past experiences with current challenges, adapting their methods and innovating as they go. They treat every challenge as an experiment, learning and iterating along the way. Why? Because adaptability allows leaders to pivot quickly and remain effective in environments where traditional approaches simply may not apply. What are some small steps to get started? Start with small experiments in your work, test new methods, measure outcomes, and refine based on results. Look for parallels between your current challenge and past experiences. Ask yourself, what lessons from my previous roles can I apply? Focus on principles and patterns that transcend individual situations, such as communication or time management, in order to tackle these new challenges. And regularly debrief yourself and your team to discuss how lessons from one project can inform others. Richard Branson of the Virgin Group drew on lessons from his early career in ventures such as music and applied them to diverse industries such as airlines and space travel, consistently allowing him to adopt and innovate within those new sectors. Serena Williams continuously evolved her game using feedback and experiences to refine her strategies for different opponents and court conditions. Next strategy is developing self awareness and recognizing your strengths and weaknesses. Self awareness, remember, is the foundation of learning agility. It enables individuals to understand their strengths and limitations, align their actions with their goals, and foster intentional growth. It also helps leaders balance confidence with humility, paving the way for authentic relationships and effective decision making. What are some small steps you can get started with in this area? Schedule feedback sessions with colleagues or mentors to gain insights into your blind spots. Reflect once again daily on asking yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? Create a personal development plan by identifying three key areas for improvements and setting specific, measurable goals. And align your intent with impact by asking others, how did my actions affect you? Oprah's ability to reflect on her strengths and limitations allowed her to adapt her brand to shifting audiences' needs while maintaining her authenticity. And finally, create an agile learning culture by fostering a growth oriented environment. Organizations can enhance learning agility by creating cultures that prioritize growth, feedback, and cross functional collaboration. A culture of learning agility empowers employees to innovate, embrace change, and contribute to organizational resilience and success. Some ways in which you can get started with this: offer rotational assignments or short term projects to expose employees to new challenges and roles. Normalize feedback loops by integrating them into daily work routines and performance reviews. Use personalized learning platforms to address skill gaps and align employee development with business needs. And make sure you celebrate experimentation and reward employees who take risks and learn from failure. Satya Nadella, once again, transformed that Microsoft culture by fostering curiosity and learning, driving innovation in new areas like cloud computing and AI. So, learning agility, not just an innate characteristic that you're born with, it's a skill that anyone can develop with practice and commitment. By seeking new experiences, honing your sense making, reflecting on lessons, and adapting to challenges while fostering your self awareness, you can unlock your potential to thrive in any environment. So here's your challenge: identify one outdated belief or skill you're holding on to. Seek feedback or a new experience to challenge that belief. and experiment with one strategy we discussed today. As Adam Grant says, the faster you recognize you're wrong, the faster you can move toward being right. I hope this episode has provided you with valuable insights. If it has, I ask you to share it with someone who would also benefit from it. If you've been enjoying and gaining knowledge from this podcast, then subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find all the previous episodes of the podcast and additional learning resources. You can also subscribe to the podcast on Apple or Spotify and leave up to a 5-star review.